Hello. Hey, what's up, guys? So we are your AUSA. These are all your officers, and right now we just want you guys to get to know us a bit. So we prepared a few short Q&As, and hopefully you guys get to know a bit more about the people who serve you. All right. So, LJ, our public relations officer, if you could have three wishes granted, what would they be?
Three wishes, okay. Wish number one, that school is free. That's one. That'd be nice. Let's see. Wish number two, I'm Jamaican, so I really want to meet Usain Bolt. That'd be kind of cool, yeah. So that's wish number two. And then wish number three, if I had a limited supply of mangoes, that'd be really nice. I really love mangoes, so yeah.
On to our next person. Sorry. This is Kyle, our financial vice president. What three words would describe you best?
I am in no way an English language specialist, but three words that describe me best, I'd probably say relaxed, pretty relaxed, I think, sometimes. What else? Contradictory to that, I'm hyper at other times. Some people know that. And then the last word is probably tired. Probably tired.
All right. Up here, we have Lamar, who is our Student Services Director. Now, Lamar, if they made a movie about your life, what actor would you want to play you?
That's a hard one. I'll go with Will Smith.
On to Ryan Jarvis, who is our audio coordinator. If you guys like music, hit him up. You've been given access to a time machine. Where and when would you travel to? Dum, 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 dum.
I'd probably go back to being a junior kindergartner. Aww. Yeah, I feel like it's less stressful that way.
Okay, this is Jess. She is our executive vice president. Yes. Who is your role model and why? You have a mic. Is that on?
This one or that one?
You can just use.
All right, let me think. Who's my role model and why? Okay, I'd have to say my grandpa is my role model. And the reason why is because ever since I was growing up, he's always been a really big influence on my life. He's taught me that it's really important to love people. It's important that you should always stand up for what's right and try to make a difference wherever you're at. And also he's kind of showed me what it looks like to have a good walk with God and to trust him with your life.
That's really tender. I love it. So this is Letitia. She is our cast and cardinal coordinator. Yes? Is that the okay, awesome. Okay, if you had $1 million, what would you do with it?
For real though, $1 million. I'll probably split half with my family, give them that, and then the next would go towards the rest of my college education.
Smart. Investment. Okay, this is Rashida. She is our rec center manager. Sorry, I'm new at this. It's only been my second month. What award would you love to win, and for what achievement? Is that hard?
Award. That's a really hard one. I think this is like probably far-fetched, but any kind of science award for research would be great.
What kind
I
of
don't know. Well, right now I'm doing research in seabird ecology, so it'd be good if we could win a Nobel Prize.
Save the planet. Guys, ecology is important. Save the planet. Recycle. Okay. This is Katie. She is our parliamentarian for the Senate. Where would you like to be in 5 years' time?
In 5 years' time, I'd like to actually be back home where I grew up, because I have a family farm, and eventually I want to take that over and run it. So back where I grew up.
What's up, Hanyao? This is our religious vice president. Hey.
Hey.
Okay. If you could pick a different position on AUSA, what would you pick and why?
Let's see.
Oh, you have a mic.
Oh, yeah, but I can talk into this one if you want. I can, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know where this is going to put me, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'd go for president because, you know, got to get to the top, right?
Watch out, Ashley. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. All right. This is Gideon Moyo. He is our senator at large. I heard a few cheers. Describe your perfect vacation spot.
Oh, man. Oh, perfect vacation spot. Obviously, I don't like boats, so I wouldn't be on a yacht. I'd be back home in, not Caribbean, Zimbabwe, right? Zimbabwe is on the equator, right? It's on the equator, so it's a great vacation spot.
Nice. Okay. If you had one, oh, sorry, forgot to introduce. This is Yasmin. She is our social vice president, guys. She's the one who plans all the fun events. So, thanks to her. Claps. If you had one extra hour of free time a day, how would you use it?
I would use it to work out.
Hey. I don't work out, so obviously. Okay. Dimitri is our student movement editor. He is the reason why we have a paper, guys. So, if you, who would you choose to be marooned on an island with? So if you were stuck on an island with somebody, who would it be?
You mean besides yourself?
Duh. I mean, I'm obvious.
I'm gonna have to say, oh. Yeah, no, yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Stories forever.
If you guys don't know who that is, he wrote the Lord of the Rings trilogy and stuff like that. Is that trilogy? Yeah. Awesome. Read it. Watch it. It's, yeah.
It's a little
Yeah. It's definitely not popular. Okay. Jiraiya. This. Okay. He is our AU Films director. He makes all the awesome videos you see on feed and stuff and on our social media. If you could be any animal, what would it be and why?
Do Pokemon count?
Can you say that again?
Do Pokemon count?
No.
I'd be a jaguar. They're fierce, and they start with the letter J.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is Amy. She is our art director. She makes all the awesome posters and all the stuff you see around on campus. If you could be any superhero, who would you be? And por qué?
I've always thought Frozone was like super cool. He's kind of the best. Yeah, exactly. Man, to be able to like travel on ice everywhere, that's awesome. That'd be cool.
I'm down. And now, finally, we are with our president, Ashley Nye. If you were to be in the Olympics, what would you like to do?
ref? No, just kidding. Probably snowboard.
Snowboard.
Yeah. No, you don't get off the hook
What?
that easy, my friend.
I was the MC.
Nope. All right, this is Kirk DeFino. Kirk is the executive secretary this year. Yes. All right, Kirk, describe your perfect date.
Putting me on blast. Okay, that's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th. It's not too cold, not too hot. All you need is a light sweater. Yeah.
All right, can we get one more round of applause for all of the AUSA officers? All right, hello again, everyone. How's everybody doing? Good? Good week so far? Any tests and stuff? Yeah. Well, we are glad you're here with us on this Thursday chapel. A few moments ago, you got the chance to meet the 16 individuals who are here to represent you this school year. It is our mission this year to make Andrews the place that you guys want it to be. So share your ideas with us. Let us know what you want to see happen on campus, because we are here to serve you. So before we introduce our speakers for the day, will you guys please bow your heads with me for prayer? Dear Jesus, Lord, thank you for this time that we can come together and we can worship with you and fellowship with one another. Lord, I ask that you be with Yasmin and Haniel as they're about to come up here and speak. Give them the words to say and calm their nerves. And Lord, thank you for this university. Thank you for this place where we can just be together. We love you so much. Amen.
Okay, is it on? Okay, cool. How many of you guys know about 10 days of prayer? Has anyone ever heard it before? No? Okay, well, 10 days of prayer starts off every year in the first month of January. And my two neighbors would always have Win Wellness, so they would talk about their ministry that they've done through work. And every year, there would be a story about someone who would find money or their loan was paid off. And one time, this international student spoke up and said, God blessed me in a way I can't explain. And she talked about how when she came to Andrews, she only had $12 in her pocket. And she said how she didn't have any money, she came from a poor family, and she didn't know how she was going to pay off her tuition. So 4 years later, she ended up graduating from Andrews University, and she had a loan to pay off. And as it was coming to the end where she had to start making loan payments, she was like, I just don't have that money. She was pulling 4 jobs, and she just wasn't making that ends meet. And she kept praying and praying. And a month later, when she went to go pay her loan, she found out that her balance was 0 and that someone had paid it off. And when she asked, what happened, the person said, a sponsor came in and paid off your tuition in full. And she was like, wow, God works in mysterious ways. And for me, it was just like, how does that happen? How does someone just give you money for no reason, that you needed money so bad that you're desperate for it, and suddenly money just appeared in your mailbox or in your tuition? And that was her story. But my story is a little different. Every year, mostly growing up, we would travel a lot. It would be Morocco or Bolivia or Paris. One summer, we were out in one of the beaches in Morocco, and my brothers were with my dad laying on the sand, and I was like, I'm just gonna go swim by myself. I'm just gonna take some alone time. So as I was swimming in the water, I was like, this is not as cool. Like, when I looked over there was rocks, and the water was hitting over the rocks, so I was like, I'm gonna go over there. Like, that looks like a nice spot over there. So I was walking in, I started swimming, and there's 3 other people there, and I was like, it's pretty chill, this is pretty nice. And as I began to swim, the waves started picking up, and the waves started going up harder against the rock. And then it hit me on my right side, and then it hit me on my left face, and I went underwater. And I was trying to find my feet to push off the ground, and I was like, I can't push off, And as I see myself going down, I was like, I need a breath of air, or else I'm gonna drown. So as I get my feet and I think, I was like, I know there's an angel watching over me. Growing up, they'd always say, there's angels watching over you. So I was like, I know there's an angel there. I was like, Lord, help me, because I started opening my eyes, and if anyone has watched like Titanic or something, when you open your eyes underwater or something, it's like blurry, you don't see anything. But I saw myself go, and I was like, what am I gonna do? So I was like, Lord, help me. And I stick my hand up, and someone just grabs my hand and pulls me up. And I was like, wow, if it wasn't for this guy, I would have drowned. And I look at him, and in Arabic, he told me, Melki, and that means what's wrong? And all I tell him back is, shukran, thank you. Because if it weren't for him, I would have drowned. So as I began walking back to where my brothers were and my dad, I was reevaluating my life. I'm like, if I were to be gone that day, did I succeed in everything I wanted to do? Did I do everything I wanted? That was just one experience that kind of shook me a little bit. And my second one was actually in Michigan, where we get beautiful snow here. And this was actually 2 years ago. I just got my new car. Life was great. School was good. Grades were great. I was like, my life, I'm just chilling right now. Life is good. So as I was driving back from Indiana, I was on the highway, and it was really bad. Like, the visibility was just terrible. And there was only one lane plowed. I was like, you know what, I'm late for class. The teacher's going to get mad. I have to speed it up. So as I began going 30, I was like, that's not fast enough. I was like, well, let me go 35. So I started going 35, and there was a car up ahead of me. I was like, I'm going to pass that car. So I go 40. And then as I pull into the left lane, my car starts to swerve. And, I can't see, like, a foot ahead of me. And once I pulled into the left lane, there was a semi in front of me. And I was just like, I tried to pull back into the right lane, but as I was trying to pull into the right lane, the car was there. So my car starts swerving. I was like, you know what? I have to hit the semi or I have to hit the car. And which one do I pick? I was like, I just got my car. Like, what am I going to do? Like, this is just a brand new car. So I was just like, you know what? I got to hit something. And then on the sides were, like, ditches. And I was like, maybe if I can pull over before I hit the ditch, I'll be okay. So as I try to control the car to go left, my car just stops. And I literally just put my car in park, and I just pray. I'm like, Lord, that could have been me in an accident right there. But little did I know that 2 houses down from on my street, an older couple was on that same highway and passed away 1 hour later from where I was. And for me, I think about it like that could have been me. That could have been me in that car accident. When we think everything's okay and our life's going good, we forget where we came from and where we are to now. And that's what I did. I forgot where God brought me from. And I started reevaluating my life. But I always ask myself, why do I always wait until those last minutes? Why do I have to wait until that's a turning point in my life, which it was life or death? And we all have our own stories. That's who creates us, who we are as a person. And that's what woke me up inside, that my life was missing God. And a preacher once told me when he gave his sermon, a life without God is pointless, but a life with God has purpose. And every day, I tell myself, when I feel like I'm like off a bit or something's just missing, I always used to tell myself, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Whenever we feel lost or feel like something's just missing, just take a minute to pray. Not even 2, not even 5, just a minute. Because a prayer does miraculous things. So that's my testimony to you guys. Thanks.
Good morning, or I guess good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hania Rodriguez, and I'm the Religious Vice President for Student Association this year. So we've all heard sayings like, the grass is greener on the other side. We've all heard things like, you don't know what you have till it's gone. We've all heard things like, all hard work brings a profit. And this morning, I'd like to briefly speak to you about a principle that God has been teaching me now through Proverbs the book, and Proverbs in general. So, in a nutshell, it's this. Appreciate the simple things in life. Appreciate the simple things in life because you are not entitled to them. So God's telling me, appreciate the simple things in life because you're not entitled to them. Time waits for no one, and the things I take for granted in one moment
are gone the next. This is especially true for me because I tend to occasionally misplace things, as my roommate or people who know me well could testify. But I'm not so much talking about material things as much as I am talking about the moments or snapshots of life. Now, why do I really like Proverbs? Why do I mention them? To me, Proverbs and life have a few similarities. Proverbs are like life in the sense that Proverbs are short, they're full of wisdom, and they're multidimensional. In the same sense that life is short, you have the potential to gain much wisdom, and life is multidimensional, as we can all testify because we all have different perspectives. So different proverbs, we all gain different things from them. So what I gain from a proverb is not necessarily what you will gain from a proverb, or what my roommate, or what Kirk, or what Gideon would gain from a proverb. So God is telling me, appreciate the simple things, because before you know it, they'll be gone. And what does this look like for me? It's really simple for me, actually. It means, despite the busyness and rush of everything, being able to listen to my brother when he gives me a phone call from home and really wants to tell me something. On a side note, I have two brothers, Angel and Zabdiel, one's 17 and the other one's 9. So I try to take time for them. Another example would be walking across campus, going to class, and wanting to really rush to get to class, but taking that time to take a deep breath and enjoy the nature that we're surrounded by, whether it be the leaves, or the chipmunks, or the birds. Just really taking the time to appreciate what is around me. Another thing would be appreciating the food that we get to eat, or the food that I get to eat each day. Not having to worry too much about that is a blessing. So appreciate the simple things. Don't take them for granted, because we are not entitled to them. Now, I mentioned Proverbs at the beginning, and I'd like to give you guys 3 of my favorite Proverbs today. From the book of Proverbs. The horse is made ready for battle, but victory rests with the Lord. Proverbs 21:31. As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. Proverbs 21:19. Though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again, but the wicked stumble when calamity strikes. Proverbs 24:16. This last one is especially encouraging to me, just because though I may miss what God is trying to teach me, though I may forget today in a moment, or tomorrow in the morning, to appreciate all that I've been given, God still calls me righteous in His Son, Jesus Christ, and helps me rise up again. So AU student body, today my challenge to you and to myself is simple. Listen to God, listen to the simple things that He's trying to tell all of us. And remember that He is always there with us to encourage us. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Would you bow your heads and close your eyes with me as we pray? Dear Lord, I just want to thank you for allowing all of us to be alive and well and partake in this worship experience. I just ask that you be with all the students. You know their prayer requests, Lord. I ask that you grant that in your name. Please be with all of us throughout the week. Get us safely to Sabbath and help anybody with any tests they may have today or in the rest of the week. And thank you for all that you continue to do for us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.